average probably, like last night we were averaging about 8 to 9. Yeah. Afterwards we did, I guess probably close to 100. We did a homecoming. We got stuff. We got all of our stuff taken from Grandview, but our homecoming game we our AD likes to keep that for us, and we got up to 100. It's the most we've ever had. We were just kind of a smaller. Miss Manchester does the. She's like, go here. She's a small person.
Check. Check. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to pull. 3.
All right, we want to welcome you back to GVTV and Arapahoe Sports Network tonight, where we have our first ever joint broadcast here with ASN. And if you're watching on GVTV, we want to welcome you back. And my name is Jake Chow. I'm on the GVTV side.
My name is Max Shaper. I am on the Arapahoe Sports Network side. If you're watching on Arapahoe Athletics, happy to have you here for this exciting game featuring the Grandview Wolves and your Arapahoe Warriors if you're watching on Arapahoe Athletics, or your Grandview Wolves if you're watching on GVTV.
Yeah, I mean, should be a good game tonight. The Wolves came off a 5-1 domination of the CT Cougars last night. You'll be able to speak more better towards the Warriors side.
I mean, they're coming currently 2-2, haven't had a game in a minute after spring break. They were planning to play on Tuesday against Cherry Creek. We were supposed to broadcast that day too, but weather had other plans. But we're happy to be here. It's great weather today, 50 degrees with little to no chance of precipitation and a little wind out of the northeast.
Yeah, it should be a good game tonight. I mean, player you want to look out for the Grandview side, Naomi Clark, the reigning 5A girls soccer player of the year. And she got 2 goals last night versus CT, and she's looking to keep that momentum going.
And a notable player on Arapahoe's side, Neve Borgerding. She is coming off hot so far this season with 2 corner kick unassisted goals. That means the ball will curve into the net. She's had 2 of those this season. Another player to look out for Arapahoe is our goalkeeper, Carolyn Dale. She is headed off to West Point coming up after the year. We will be very disappointed to see her go.
Yeah, in net for the Wolves tonight, Jas Roybal, a freshman here, already has 22 saves on the night, on the season. And she's held it down considerably, especially for a young freshman.
Our principal, Dr. Lisa Roberts, athletic director Wesley Smock, head coach Brian
That was loud.
and the great students of our fine school would like to welcome each of you to the Grandview Wolves Den for this evening's Centennial League match between the Arapahoe Warriors and our own Grandview Wolves. Grandview and Arapahoe are proud members of the Colorado High School Activities Association. This association believes high school athletics to be a vital part of the total educational program and conduct competitive activity for the many benefits which are derived by spectators.
Jake will be mostly leading tonight's broadcast with everything you need to know play-by-play wise. I'll be back here doing production. We're very excited to be doing this. We meant to be doing this earlier in the year for a basketball game. Thank goodness we didn't do that because some production needs did not work out.
Roads were icy.
Oh, yeah.
So,
players, spectators, coaches, and school authorities.
yeah, but should be a good game tonight. Grandview actually a little bit of a slump here. They're sitting on 2-2 on the season as well. Arapahoe one extra game played, 2-1, or excuse me, 2-2-1. That tie in the season opener versus Rock Canyon.
Yep. And
Introducing the
Arapahoe.
Warriors.
Here's tonight's lineups.
Non-starters. Number 0, Riley Newsom. Number 1, Izzy Duchesne. Number 3, Foster Scheid. Number 4, Ashlyn Wells. Number 12, Hudson Lund. Number 13, Addie Doyle. Number 14, Carly Holmes. Number 15, Sky Young. Number 16, Ellie Carroll. Number 17, Megan Sweet. Number 20, Riley Swafford. And number 22, Carter Dominguez. Starting for the Warriors, junior goalkeeper, number 00, Carolyn Dale. Senior defender, captain, number 2, Nevi Borgandine. Junior defender, number 6, Scarlett Rowe. Senior defender, number 7, Juliana Brandberg. Senior midfielder, number 8, Addie Craig. Senior defender, number 9, Tony Mullen. Senior midfielder, number 10, Micaiah Carlson. Senior forward, number 11, Abby Harrison. Junior midfielder, number 18, Elisa Johnston. Sophomore forward, number 19, Bella Lopez. And junior midfielder, number 21, Jordan Stead. The Warriors are coached by head coach Mark Hampshire. And now, introducing the Wolfpack, wearing black. Non-starters, number 1, Lisa Proctor. Number 5, Samantha Maroney. Number 6, Kenzie Dodd. Number 7, Crystal Sesma. Number 10, Katie Reynolds. Number 11, Sophie Duval. Number 13, Annie Azuna. Number 14, Chloe Sabatul. Number 15, Kayla Schultz. Number 19, Madeline Hopkins. And number 21, Maya Sandler. Starting for the Wolves, freshman goalkeeper number 0, Jocelyn Roybal. Senior forward number 2, Naomi Clark. Freshman midfielder number 3, Zoe Casebolt. Junior defender number 4, Sophia Lucero. Senior defender number 8, Madison Wimberly. Senior midfielder number 9, Symphony Shell. Sophomore midfielder number 12, Isabel Rogers. Sophomore midfielder number 16, Gabby Hansen. Freshman defender number 20, Lexi Yee. Senior midfielder number 22, Isabel Dillahay. And senior midfielder number 23, Sydney Azuero. The Wolves are coached by head coach Brian Wood and varsity assistant Nicole Labenko. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America and those who work to preserve our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
right, so intros out of the way, lineups announced, and anthem done. So we're ready to start some soccer here. And one thing that I always like to mention is just a little bit of a scouting report, a little bit of a younger team on the Grandview side. I believe I counted 5 seniors. So yeah, a considerable amount of seniors, but at least 4 freshmen starting tonight. And one of the notable ones, Lexi Yee, who scored last night against CT, and also the state champion already, won state with the girls basketball team in the winter, and just a two-sport athlete. She can truly do it all.
I mean, talking about two-sport athletes and basketball for us, we got number 15, I believe, Foster Scheid. Oh, no, that's not Foster Scheid. That's her basketball number. Foster Scheid, let me see if number 3, Foster Scheid. She is also a very talented multi-sport athlete, played on our girls varsity basketball team. I believe she's a senior or a junior this year. I can't remember. Getting word that she's a junior. And she has quite the talent.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Isabel Dillahay, also another state champion on the girls' side, on the girls' basketball side. Captain here, number 22, wearing her basketball number. Makes it easy for me. She also scored last night versus CT. So just multi-sport athletes all around.
Yeah, most of the girls on here are only soccer players, which is understandable. Number 24, Arapahoe, Riley Swafford, brothers to also number 20, Jace Swafford, who was on the varsity boys squad. Kind of a legacy thing for the Swaffords, as they're both seniors this year as twins. And as both teams take the field, we're getting ready to go here.
Yeah, so Grandview, the home team tonight, so I believe they will get the kickoff. I know CT did last night as they were their home team. So Grandview starting with the kickoff.
Yep.
Looks like a similar formation to last night. Yee might be playing up a little bit. No, it'll be a Arapahoe kickoff. So hoping for a good game from both sides.
Lighting a little weird here at Legacy Stadium, sun behind us. So we apologize for anything that may look quite odd.
Kickoff here. Arapahoe going to boot it up. Azuero misses. Hansen gets. Back to Clark. And Rogers in the midfield going to settle it down. Rogers coming off a little bit of an ACL tear 2 years ago. Wore a brace last year during her JV time. Just in precaution, don't want to tear anything again. And similar story from number 6, a sophomore defender, Kenzie Dodd, as Dillahay gets a steal on the near side and tapped out by Arapahoe. Kenzie Dodd coming off some ligament tears in her leg. She is not starting tonight, but made a significant appearance last night versus CT. And then junior captain Sam Maroney, who has a foul committed by Grandview, going to be a Arapahoe free kick. Sam Maroney, a junior captain on this team, verbally committed to MSU to continue her soccer career. Also coming off an injury this year, is not starting tonight, but is dressed, which is a good sign. Arapahoe here trips on the ball. Case Bolts sends it over to Dillahay. Dillahay on the near side. Back to Roybal.
Arapahoe with the throw in here.
Roybal, her predecessor, as nice throw in, nice strong throw in from the Warriors. Sent near the corner flag and bumped off it.
This looks like an Addie Doyle play from last year against Arvada West, and it won't turn into that.
Will stay for an Arapahoe throw in though.
Addie Doyle out this year with an ACL tear. Unfortunately, tore that ACL during Powder Puff football this year during homecoming. Very unfortunate, but she is going to keep pursuing her soccer career at the University of the Air Force, the Air Force Academy. Very good program over there, and very excited for her.
Yeah, talking about collegiate careers, Josh Roybal, a freshman this year, her predecessor, Jordan Nidus, just got nominated to the U20 women's national team, committed to Oklahoma State University.
A little rugby drop kick there. So that'll come off an Arapahoe defender.
Transfer to Colorado, the University of Colorado Boulder, to continue playing soccer there. But won Big Ten Rookie of the Year. Got a couple of Rookie of the Weeks throughout the season as well. Dillahay is... Arapahoe's going to get called for a foul for a Grandview free kick here from about the 45. It'll be Sydney Azuero going to send it back to Gabby Hansen. Hansen's free kick. Sends in. Yee tried to get hold of the ball, but sent out by Arapahoe. Going to be another Grandview throw in here from the Arapahoe 22, we'll call it. Dillahay. Arapahoe touch in the midfield, stolen by Azuero. Clark here. Back out, Lucero trying to send it in towards midfield to Rogers. Arapahoe might have a little bit of a fast break here. Sent up, Craig in the box. Puts a shot on and saved there by Roybal.
Shot by Craig.
Excellent look for the Warriors, and Roybal able to track it all the way to her hands.
Very nice shot by Addie Craig. Sports do have quite the legacy with the Craig family. As you know, if you've been sticking with Arapahoe for a little bit, one of the Craig boys played baseball and is now playing at a very high collegiate level. And Drew, freshman, now playing for his sophomore team, playing at a higher level as well.
Grandview throw in here from the far side. Yee going to try to send it over and sent out for an Arapahoe throw in. Far side, Arapahoe. Tough defense there from the Wolves. Really only one opportunity through that breakout pass. Craig shot was saved there by Roybal. In midfield, looked like Azuero might have had an opportunity there. Sent up and header there by the Wolves. Case Bolt gets knocked off the ball. She's down, slow to get up. Sent over to the far side. Bad pass there, Rogers picks it up in the midfield, finds Clark. Clark, a little bit of a run going. Clark, a little bit too much on it on her touch to Dillahay. Gonna fall out the back end for a Arapahoe goal kick.
Goal kick for the Warriors.
Right idea, just a little bit too much on it there for the Wolves. Dial on the goal kick here. Sent up here. Lucero to Dillahay, wearing a captain's band tonight. And sent up. Run here by Arapahoe. Looks like Carlson. Excuse me, that's going to be Harrison. And bumped off it by Azuero. Azuero. A little bit of space. Tapped over to Dillahay and Clark. Gonna push that line back. Might have had Lexi there, but off the Arapahoe Warriors defender. Clark, another through ball, trying to break the line. Can't quite. Arapahoe trying to turn on the ball. Craig. And foul on Arapahoe. Gonna go for a Grandview free kick. So that'll be Sofia Lucero on the kick there. Clark trying to get around an Arapahoe defender. Sends it off Craig, or excuse me, that's going to be Carlson. For a Grandview throw-in here. Yee. Back to Dillahay. The state champion connection there as Dillahay trying to cross in the box as Dial runs out to gather it. Nice read there by Dial.
That was very close.
Yeah, almost a collision there too. Bouncing the ball. Shell. Sends it up to Rogers. Rogers trying to turn on it. Gets turned around instead. Sends up as Dillahay gets a steal. Dillahay trying to find Clark on the near side. Clark puts a shot on, goes way wide. Might have been a cross, but
Quick shot. Goal kick.
gonna call it a
Arapahoe.
shot. It'll be a Arapahoe goal kick.
Looks like Dale's really committed for that ball, and she'll give up on it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the ball shaggers are. Guess she had a ball behind her net.
Oh, there's one.
Arapahoe in their own zone, moving up the near side. Johnston. Stolen by Rogers. Wimberly. Trying to find Shell, but going to be touched out off Shell for an Arapahoe throw-in. Johnston. Wimberly gets a foot on it. It'll fall out. So throw in here by Brandberg.
Isabella Brandberg. Her dad is the PA announcer at most of our sporting events. Shout out Mr. Brandberg. Had a good conversation with you this morning in digital media. All the tips and tricks he has.
Arapahoe trying to cross across. Trying to find Craig. Grandview back line getting back. So are a couple of white jerseys. Craig trying to turn on it. Tough defense by Clark, and Craig gets a shot off the post. Huge break there by the Wolves as Craig's shot hit the post. Did not go in, but it'll be a Arapahoe throw-in.
They're moving quickly, trying to get that ball into the back of the net, get ahead early.
Excellent opportunity there for Craig. Just a little bit too far to the right. Roybal dove all the way to that post to make sure that stayed out. Not sure if she got a piece of it or not. Looks like Sydney Azuero holding her right hamstring, back of her leg there. In a little bit of pain. Trainer comes on. Looks like Madeline Hopkins coming on now for the Wolves. Not sure if she got the ball to the back of the leg or a foot, but Arapahoe throw in here. Hansen trying to get it out. Arapahoe trying to turn on it and can't quite as Hopkins sends it over to Wimberly. That was Carlson on the backtrack there for the Warriors.
Very shy kick from Dale there. Just trying to get the ball downfield and not play so much small ball is what I've been told by head coach, or next year's head coach Jeremy Hayes, currently an assistant at the moment.
Hansen, some lockdown defense, and a shot goes on right into Roybal's chest.
Roybal.
Excellent save there by Roybal, who didn't have to move that much for that save.
Right now, 3 shots on for Arapahoe, 2 saves for Grandview. Grandview only
Moving
with
through here. Harrison, shot on, goes through the uprights.
Shot by Steed. Goal kick Wolves.
Jordan Steed on the shot there. It'll be a Grandview goal kick. Roybal kicks it out to Yee. Yee, although she has 2 goals on the season, listed as a defenseman, and she's filling in for Izuero's spot, the center back there, as Hopkins will play more of that attacking mid position. Sends it up. Shell here, trying to find Hopkins. Shell again. Ball bumped around. Arapahoe playing more of a man-to-man style game here. So there's a white jersey on every black jersey. Grandview in black tonight, the Warriors in white. Arapahoe going the other way, a through ball. Cross is on the outside netting, so it'll be a Grandview goal kick.
Grandview.
Could have been a good look there, just a little bit too much on that touch, as Arapahoe couldn't quite cross.
Number 7, Crystal Sesma enters the match for the Wolves.
So Crystal Sesma coming in now for Naomi Clark. A little bit of a slower start, if you want to call it slow. 4 goals in 4 games for the, again, I'll say it so many times, the reigning 5A girls soccer player, Shasta Player of the Year. As the Wolves look to claim their 7th title all time. They've won, I believe, 5 of the last 7 years. The only times that they did not win were the 2020 COVID season, the 2021 year where they just played in-league games and couldn't make it out and didn't even make the playoffs that year, and then 2017 where they lost to Mountain Vista in the state semifinals, and then Vista ended up winning state against the Arapahoe Warriors. But I believe in 2018, when the Wolves won state, I guess that would have been their 4th title all time, as Sesma trying to track it down. The Wolves' 4th title of all time in 2019. I did believe that they did beat the Arapahoe Warriors to win state.
Entering the match for the Warriors, number 14, Carly Holmes.
So
and in for the Wolves, number 6, Kenzie Dodd.
A long line of success for the Wolves obviously means lots of tradition. And one of the traditions that the Wolves do every year is they come up with an acronym. And Mac, I don't know if you want to help me solve it, but the acronym this year is BOOST. And been brainstorming a couple of my friends to see what they think about BOOST and what they think. And the tradition is the Wolves don't release the acronym, what it means, until the day of state. They don't release what the acronym means until the day of state. And if they don't make state, then they don't release the acronym at all. A little bit of an encouraging little nugget, I guess, for the girls here to try to help them make state. But again, this year's acronym is BOOST, and
I don't got anything. I can't think of anything right now.
So I don't know what it'll be, but I think that just a potential idea is bring out our 7th title, BOOST.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So it'll be, this year if they win state would be the 7th all time. And
bring on the 7th title?
Yeah, bring on, bring out, something like that. I feel like it's a really good guess. And yeah, last year's was Star. I can't remember it, but it was, the AR was supposed to be in Star. I can't quite remember it right now, but some of my favorites, Dot, Defend Our Title, was one a couple years ago. And then just a long list of something to do every year and a little encouraging thing for them to win. As here's a shot on. Roybal gets a save. She can't quite corral it.
Save Roybal.
So it'll be a
Corner kick,
Arapahoe corner
Arapahoe.
kick as Roybal couldn't quite hold on to it. So Arapahoe, nice little opportunity here. I believe it's Borgerding.
Luke Borger, or that's her brother. Neve Borgerding, like we said earlier, very good at those
In swinging
shots.
corner.
And she does! Neve Borgerding! That's her third! Back of the net corner as Arapahoe takes charge 1-0. Neve Borgerding.
Looks like Jas Roybal slow to get up in her own net.
Goal scorer number 2, Nave Borgerding.
Tilting her head back, might have a nosebleed back there, but regardless, it will be an Arapahoe goal. Borgerding, yeah, I mean, you were talking about it before the broadcast, those in-swinging corners, and yeah, Jas Roybal coming off now for Lisa Proctor.
Number 1, Lisa Proctor enters the match for the Wolves.
Okay.
Here we go.
Throw in here for Arapahoe. Holmes. Knocked off the ball by Dillahay. Dillahay to Rogers. Grandview trying to match the intensity as Hansen, or excuse me, that's Casebolt who jumping up. That's Hansen. Sent over here. Stolen here by Arapahoe. Arapahoe might have a little bit of a fast break. And it'll go out for a Grandview throw-in. Another Grandview throw-in.
Nope, that'll be a, no, yep, you're right.
Yeah, Arapahoe was calling for for a throw. Oh, no, they changed it. Flag was up going the Grandview way, but looks like they've changed their decision. Arapahoe midfield. Weaving through traffic, shot on, goes wide. Proctor watched that one, and it'll be a Grandview goal kick. Roybal, who I imagine got a tough collision, a little bit of a nosebleed going through concussion protocol. Hopefully she'll be able to return to the match. Lucero here on the near side. Hopkins touched out, back to Lucero. Too strong of a touch there. Dillahay recovers. Dillahay, midfield, has some open space. Nice touch there, trying to find Crystal Sesma as she falls to the ground. Dillahay slow to get up herself. Ref's going to help her. And the senior captain. A little bit of a physical game here tonight. Already 2 injuries on the Wolves side, and Dillahay needed some help getting up as we reach just about the halfway mark of this first half here.
She's going for this free kick right now.
50 yards out. Hopkins. Back to Hopkins. A little bit closer this time. Is going to be sent wide. Good look there from Hopkins on the second chance opportunity. Just sent it too far right.
On for the Warriors, number 4, Ashlyn Wells, and number 22, Carter Dominguez. Returning to the match for the Wolves, number 2, Naomi Clark.
Naomi Clark back on here for the Wolves. As Dale's goal kick sent to the far side and out for a Grandview throw-in. Throw in here. Hopkins taps it towards the middle. Case Bolt finds Clark. Clark sent up, trying to find Hopkins. Running towards it, saves her from going out of bounds. Back to Clark. Clark trying to turn on it, and nice defense there by the Warriors. Didn't bite on her little head fake. Clark trying to battle through some contact. Behind the back pass, and sends up back to Proctor. Hansen trying to find Dillahay. Dillahay trying to read it off the header. Bad touch there. Dillahay trying to win it, gets tripped up again. Really?
Looks like we got an injured Grandview player.
Yeah, that's Issa Dillahay.
After doing a little rewatch of that goal from Neve Borgerding, it looks like it touched the hand of Grandview's goalkeeper.
Jazz Roybal.
Does that make it an own goal?
I guess it would technically, but we can call it 2.5 in-swinging corners that for Borgerding. Yeah, Isabel Dillahay there on the, going to be helped off by Coach Wood and I believe athletic trainer Miss Manning. Won't put any pressure on that right side. So Grandview early in this game banged up here by the Warriors. 3 Grandview players out now. Sydney Iswero, Jazz Roybal, and captain Issa Dillahay. Holmes trying to send it over and sent out there by Dodd. Arapahoe throw in here. Dominguez. Back to Dominguez. Back to Carlson, who slipped on the turf. Grandview trying to touch it out, and Proctor fumbled the ball a little bit, but able to recover. So Arapahoe still on top, 1-0. 17.5 minutes remain in this first half as Clark trying to touch it over the defender Borgerding's head. Sandler to Clark. Clark here, looking to cross off Arapahoe for a Grandview throw-in. Back to Sandler, and touched out there by Arapahoe.
Grandview really pressuring right now.
Yeah, they want that goal back, I imagine, especially as an own goal. Sent across, trying to find Rogers. Rogers, a little bit of a wild touch there. Back to Rogers, and Arapahoe will gather. This one collected there by Proctor. Case Bolt here, sent back over. Hopkins at midfield using the footwork, finds Clark. Clark. Trying to find Hopkins. Hopkins, not a lot left in the tank.
One thing I want to add that's a little off topic, a collaboration like this has not been done in the Centennial League before. Did a little research last night. The only schools with Sports Network are us, Grandview.
Hold on here, Arapahoe here, opportunity. Pulls back on it. Sent back to the middle, a shot is blocked there. And scramble forward on top of the box, gonna be a foul on Arapahoe. So Grandview free kick in their own box.
And like I was saying, a collaboration like this has never been done before. Only schools with sports networks in the Centennial League are Cherry Creek, Eagle Crest, Grandview, Arapahoe, and I believe that is it. And so that is it for the Centennial League.
Sandler might have a little bit of a break coming up the near side. Sandler trying to pull back on it and touched out, going to be a Grandview throw-in.
So today's broadcast marks a little bit of history between the relationship of Grandview and Arapahoe. Very happy to start it.
Yeah, glad to be here. Sandler trying to find Hopkins. Hopkins trying to turn on it. Looking to cross, does, and Dale falls on it. Dale hasn't been tested enough tonight. If you're the Wolves, if you're Coach Wood, you want to see a couple more shots on net, a little bit more pressure. Arapahoe able to capitalize on their opportunity.
Definitely Arapahoe with 9 shots so far within the game and only 2 saves. Grandview with only 4 shots.
A little bit of a lopsided affair. Clark here. Lucero sends it up to Sandler. Trying to touch back to Clark. Casebold in the midfield. Back to Hansen. Hansen gonna take it herself. Sent up, trying to find Clark, and not enough on it to get through captain defender. Stop there by Yee.
Well, 13.5 minutes remaining in the half.
Lucero trying to take it herself. Hansen touches over to Dodd. Stolen here. Steed, and sent out for a Grandview throw-in. Subs on now. Madison Wimberly coming on for
Number
Sophia
8, Madison
Lucero.
Wimberly returns to the match for the Wolves.
Looks like Dillahay is warming up on the sideline there. Looks like Roybal might come back in the game as well. Got her goalie gloves on.
So that'll be a foul on the Warriors again.
Yeah, a couple of fouls here. 5 free kicks already for the Wolves. 5 fouls on the Warriors. Clark here in midfield. Trying to find Sandler. Might have put a little bit too much on it. Sandler trying to track it down, cannot quite.
Number 8, Addie Craig returns to the match for Arapahoe.
Dale on the goal kick here. Sent up, Hopkins. Hopkins pulls back, finds Clark. Clark tripped up there. Pulls back on it. Clark, and trying to find somebody there, and nobody there. Right idea, but not everybody on the same page as her.
Goal kick, Arapahoe.
As it'll be an Arapahoe goal kick.
Returning to the match for the Warriors, number 18, Alyssa Johnston. And returning for the Wolves back in goal, number 0, Jaslyn Roybal.
So Roybal will come back in after a little bit of a nosebleed and pass through concussion protocol. As Lisa Proctor, the senior, gets a little bit of time to see the field. Sent up here, Arapahoe. Lopez. Gathered there by Dodd. Stolen, and Hansen's able to kick it out.
Definitely a little more possession from Grandview here.
Yeah, up the tempo a little bit for the Wolves.
Yeah, definitely after that goal. Throwing for Scheid, it looks like.
Sent out off Dodd. Going to be an Arapahoe throw.
Correction, Wells. So Wells will have another throw in.
Throw in here is in the box, looking for a white jersey. Kick back out. Going to reset the attack, and Roybal is going to hold on to that. So Jaslyn Roybal able to keep the Wolves in it for the most part, besides tough handling there. And as the ball fell in her own net, as Clark might have almost had an opportunity there, as we roll within 10 minutes.
10 shots on the day for Arapahoe so far. Grandview splitting that, making them have 5 shots tonight.
Hansen bumped off the ball here, sent up there by Lopez, and through, going to be a Grandview goal kick. Roybal here, going to...
Entering the match for Arapahoe, number 17, Megan Sweet.
Not before
And returning to the match,
so Shell will
number
come
9,
on.
Symphony Shell.
So will Megan Sweet.
Once again, we'd like to say either if you're watching on Grandview TV or Arapahoe Athletics, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another game from one of us. Either again, we really appreciate.
Hopkins, Sandler on the near side. Sandler has Clark in the middle. Sandler looking to cross, and tough defense there by Arapahoe. Back to Casebolt off Arapahoe. Good look opportunity. Just waited a little bit too long on that touch on the pass across there, as Maddie Wimberly will send it in. Clark, top of the box, looking to cross. Can't quite find anybody there. Shell trying to track it down.
Arapahoe will knock that one out of bounds and regroup a little bit. Grandview with the throw in.
Sent back out as Wolves on a little bit of a backtrack. Going to be a Grandview throw-in right about midfield. Arapahoe in their own zone. I guess in their own half. Sends it over, intercepted by Yee. Yee, and a little bit too strong in that touch. Borgerding, sent up here. Lopez trying to stay on sides, is able to, and sent across, and gonna let that fall all the way across. Dodd's gonna clear.
Looks like Lopez set that up just a little behind. Is that Arapahoe, or just a little behind is the Arapahoe offense.
Yeah, good job from the Grandview defense to position themselves so that there's no attack there, easy tap and goal. As that pass is blocked. Zoe Casebolt going to be a Arapahoe throw-in here.
Coming up around 6.5 minutes left in the half. Arapahoe still up 1 after that spin-in own goal corner kick from Nevi Borgerding.
Yeah, been a pretty evenly matched game so far. Arapahoe with a couple more opportunities, and they've been able to capitalize on theirs. Grandview's had their fair share, just haven't quite been able to capitalize on them. Hopkins trying to find Clark. 6 minutes to do something before the half. Stolen here, and this shot is sent wide. Might be a pass tracking down there. Craig. Trying to send a cross back to Craig. Cross. Sent up, teed up, and blocked there by, gonna go ahead and say, Catherine Reynolds. So good look opportunity there from Sweet, who tried to tee it up, but blocked there by Reynolds. Reynolds here on the defense. Stolen by Sandler. Wimberly. Back over to Harrison. Touch there, and Hopkins trying to track it down. Has Clark. Gonna pass it up to her. Clark. Clark has some space. Clark top of the box, and an easy shot there. A little bit of a roller on Dale. And so good opportunity there, but a bad location. Reynolds trying to find Sandler. Sandler up to Clark, back to Reynolds, sent up. Hopkins, Clark again. Clark has some space, pulls back. Left foot, and that shot is through the uprights. Good look for the Wolves. Little bit too much on it for Naomi Clark. Good look as they look to try to tie up the game.
And number 21, Jordan Steed. Entering the match for the Wolves, number 11, Sophie Duval.
Coming up on 4 minutes here.
Dale on the goal kick. Sends it through. Hopkins. Touch there by Yee. Midfield now. Casebolt trying to jump in the, stump the attack. Duval.
Coming up on 3.5 minutes.
Craig. And sent towards the middle of the box as Roybal trying to fall on it, and Duval will just send it out right to Yee. As Clark here. Moving up the other way as Shell on her left side. Trying a leading pass, but can't quite get there.
So it'll go out of bounds, and Grandview will toss it in. Just getting a minute to regroup here for the Warriors.
3 minutes remaining for the Wolves to try to find the equalizer. Clark bumped off the ball and just gonna send it out. Gonna be off Grandview for an Arapahoe throw-in. Clark, a little bit of frustration here. Has the right ideas, just haven't been able to execute them in the way that they've wanted. Duval on the throw-in.
Number 7, Crystal Sesma enters the match for the Wolves.
Clark gonna come off for a breather. Duval sends it up. Sesma trying to track it down, can't quite. Wimberly. Sesma here on the far side.
Little under 2 minutes to go.
Ball stolen by Arapahoe. Arapahoe trying to kickstart a last-minute attack. Hansen to Casebolt. Knocked off it there. Carroll. Carroll again. Trying to chip it towards the middle. Harrison. Shot is blocked. Reynolds trying to tap it up to Sesma. Sesma trying to outrun the Arapahoe defender, able to get it. Calling for it on the far side is Sandler. Sandler might still have an opportunity.
Minute left.
And Dale will grab onto it. Sent up here. Sesma gets around a defender. Trying to find Sandler near side. 38 seconds remain in the half. Sandler tries to cross. That cross goes nowhere. Going to be a Grandview throw-in. Have to go quick. 30 seconds remain. Duvall, strong throw-in. Casebolt. And sent out there by Arapahoe. Duvall on the throw-in, 15 seconds. Trying to find Hopkins. Hopkins couldn't quite track it down as this one will fall out. Excuse me, not quite. Hopkins, 5 seconds. Got to put a shot on. Hopkins is going to get an easy save by Dale. So that'll do it for the half. As Arapahoe on top of the Wolves, 1-0.
Let's take a look at this half's stats. Arapahoe up 11 shots to 8. Grandview up with those 5 saves. Arapahoe only with 1 corner, but Arapahoe leading in 5 fouls, not something very good. And Grandview with 5 free kicks, but of course Arapahoe up 1-0 at the half. We're going to take a break for 10 minutes. Thank you for watching Arapahoe Sports Network and Grandview Television. We'll be back in 10. Likes it.
Touch it. I'm pretty sure it would have been saved. I don't know. If she didn't touch it, that would have done it. Right there. I think she assisted it. It was an assisted goal on her.
I'm going to make up an excuse, though, for why we didn't. See you, Kelly.
It's just about a minute remaining left in halftime. The Arapahoe Warriors still on top of the Grandview Wolves by a score of 1-0. Tight game so far, physical game. Both sides look good. And it looks like Grandview, I guess the adjustments that they need to make coming out the half are to pressure Dale a little bit more. Only, I believe, 9 shots on shots to
11. Right now, only 11-8 on shots and 5-4 on saves. Grandview favoring in that right now.
Yeah, so glad to have Jas Roybal back after a little bit of a scare in on the Arapahoe goal, a little bit of a collision. But she's back in the game, ready to backstop the Wolves to hopefully a little bit of a comeback. If you're watching on the GVTV side. If you're on the Arapahoe side, you're hoping for for Arapahoe to continue what they're doing. Just a physical game from Arapahoe, a really great game from both sides overall.
We said it earlier, but it got a little cut off. If you're watching, regardless of the channel, we'd like to remind you that we'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and hit that notification bell to get notified about any event that either one of us are broadcasting. It just really helps us in the long run, and we really appreciate it.
And after this game, move on over to the GVTV channel where we'll have some boys lacrosse versus Cherry Creek, if you're interested in some Grandview lacrosse, directly after this broadcast.
All right, second half about to begin here.
Grandview will start with the kickoff, too. Arapahoe did the first half.
Looks like Riley Busing now in for the Warriors this half.
Interesting decision from Coach there.
Coach Hampshire definitely liking to change it up a little bit. Not sure what he's thinking right now.
Yeah, still a tight game, and hopefully the Wolves will be able to pressure this new goalie here a little bit. Busing. Ball sent out, going to be an Arapahoe throw-in. And sent out for a Grandview throw-in this time. So Sydney Azuero, who got injured had a little bit of an injury in the first half, but still has not returned to this match. Lexi Yee in her center back place, Delahaye. Sent out, going to be a Grandview throw-in. Duvall. Trying to find Hopkins. Hopkins. Duvall. That's Delahaye, and gonna let it fall to Busing. Shao on the steal. Crosses, finding Clark. Back to Shell. Clark here, top of the box, puts a shot on it, and that's good! Goal for the Wolves, and they find the equalizer early in the second half. Challenging the new goalie early, and it paid off for Naomi Clark, who gets her 5th goal of the season. Naomi Clark able to drive one home, just turns around and put a shot on. Excellent showing early from the Wolves. So Arapahoe looking to find a response here.
I mean, that goal reminded me a lot of yesterday. I was watching a bit of the CT game that you were producing, and Grandview also hit a goal with a little under 40 seconds into the...
Yeah, 37 seconds. Lexi Yee just Easy tap-in goal. A little bit of a second-half team here.
Let's see if Arapahoe can pull it out of their hat and score another one. Grandview off hot right now on that left side goal. Both teams actually hot off that left side goal.
Yeah, that that goal to the left side is that.
The goal to score on.
Yep. Sent back here to Vol. Going to send it back to Roybal. Dillahay here. Trying to get around a defender. And finds a white jersey poked out there by Rogers. Clark here trying to send it up to Dillahay.
Again, tonight's jerseys are Arapahoe in white, Grandview in black.
Hopkins going to get called for offsides here, just about the 10-yard line.
Now, is that a foul?
It's going to be offsides. Offsides flag is up.
All right.
I think those are two separate categories, though.
All right. Just making sure.
So Arapahoe here. Sent out, going to be a Grandview throw-in. Duvall. Rogers on the challenge. Rogers gets a touch on it, finds Clark. Back over to Duvall. And can't quite get it before it falls out. Duvall, another touch out there by her. Throw in here by Arapahoe. Hansen is going to send it out, going to be an Arapahoe throw in. A little bit of a back and forth action here as throw in and then sent right back out. Hopkins gets a touch trying to find Clark. Back to Rogers. Clark trying to chase it down, but finds Carlson instead. Here's Rogers. Trying to find Dillahay on the near side. Dillahay has a little bit of room to work. Dillahay, near side of the box, trying to pull it back. Trying to find Clark in front of the net, and ball bounces away from her. Could have been a good opportunity if she teed it up.
Another throw in for Grandview.
Sent over. Hopkins trying to work herself.
Arapahoe a little stressed after that goal. Grandview feeling a little more optimistic. It's a 0-0 ball game.
Gained their legs a little bit. As Lopez moves through. Sent over. Dodd on the defense. Arapahoe, top of their own zone. Nice touch there. And tripped up there. Going to call it a foul. Going to be a penalty kick for the Warriors. So huge opportunity here for Arapahoe. As foul in the box means Arapahoe's taking a penalty kick.
This is huge. This could determine the game tonight. And the sun is set here at Legacy Stadium as the temperature begins to drop a little bit.
So Arapahoe here, the kick for them, can't quite see the number. Gonna be, is that 7, Brandberg?
That looks like Megan Sweet.
So 17. So Sweet here.
Here's the kick.
And sent it high! Grandview gets a huge break there as Arapahoe cannot capitalize on the penalty kick. So Roybal will get a goal kick here. Just a little bit too much under it.
Again, Arapahoe with not too many free kicks tonight. Only 2, while Grandview has 5 tonight. Those numbers are often bound to change.
Roybal's free or goal kick here. Sent up, trying to find Reynolds. Shell on the far side. Taps it down, back to Shell. Intercepted there by the Warriors. Sent up here. Lopez as Hansen runs back to track it down and just poke it out. Carly Holmes. Oh, is she going to do one of those?
Fancy little move there for Carly Holmes. She was working on that a little bit during halftime. I don't know if you saw that. Just trying to put a little flair into the game, which is totally understandable.
Dillahay there, who just tapped it out, or just watched it roll out for the Wolves. A little bit of her move last year, too, so see if she'll pull it out. Hasn't pulled it out this season yet.
It's always fun to bring a little swag out, especially at the high school varsity level. It's also very important to be serious at the same time.
Wimberley can't get around a defender, sort of an Arapahoe throw-in here. Brandberg. Sent over, trying to get knocked off it, and that'll be a Grandview goal kick as Bella Lopez kind of just rolled it under herself for a
Grandview goal kick.
So the Arapahoe crowd calling for a corner, but ref is going to keep his decision. So Roybal here. Sent up here. Arapahoe. Off Hansen at the feet of Lopez. Sent up, and Roybal can't quite get it, and that'll be an Arapahoe goal.
Goal, Arapahoe.
2 goals for the Warriors tonight. Arapahoe takes the lead 2-1 over Grandview.
Good look there from Arapahoe and able to capitalize on Roybal coming out of her net a little bit to play the ball.
So that'll bring tonight's score to 2-1 with about 30 minutes left in the half.
So Grandview playing a little bit of a chasing game now as they fall down back in a 1-goal deficit. Sent up here, Dillahay taps it out. Brandberg throw in.
Not sure who scored that goal for the Warriors. Did you catch that?
Not quite. A little bit of chaos in the box as it's another cross. Dodd on the defense, and Arapahoe might have another opportunity shot on, and Roybal makes an easy save.
Shot by Craig, save Roybal.
Addie Craig on the shot there. Might want to watch your back. Watch your back. Brandberg. Sliding tackle there going to be off Madison Wimberley.
No foul called.
Brandberg coming out here now for Ashlyn Wells.
Number 4, Ashlyn Wells is on for Arapahoe.
Dillahay finds Hopkins, sends it back. Wimberley, excuse me, that is Wimberley. Thought it might have been Lucero. As bad touch there by Clark. Shell can't track it down. Going the other way, Arapahoe, top of the box, trying to cross, and
that'll go out for another goal kick.
Goal kick.
Might have been offsides anyways. Sandler moves it up. Shell trying to track it down, but Arapahoe will first. Dillahay on the challenge, and
Kickoff from Busing. She'll allow her team, give her team some time to regroup.
Arapahoe going the other way.
Grandview with some tough defense. as they'll throw it in.
Sent in here on the near side. A little bit of a collision.
So that'll be
Grandview throw in. Arapahoe on the steal in midfield. Rogers back to Arapahoe. Sent back up, but a little bit too much on it, and that's going to go out for the Grandview throw in. Wimberly on the throw in for the Wolves. Hopkins gets knocked off the ball, and that's going to be called a foul. Clark here gets around a defender and trying to find Hopkins, but stop mid-run. So Arapahoe throw in here on the near side as they make some changes.
And number 15, Sky Young.
Looks like Lopez in and Young for the Warriors. Delahaye header finds Hopkins. Back to Delahaye. Delahaye gets turned around. Delahaye again. Sent up, finds Hopkins. Tough defense there on the near side. And that's going to be a foul on Arapahoe. Carlson throws her hands up. She can't believe it.
It's the 7th foul for Arapahoe tonight. Grandview with only 2 fouls. So here's a free kick from Clark.
49 yards out. Clark gets a strong leg on it and
She will
sends
just,
it too far right.
so that'll bring the 10th shot for Grandview.
Crystal Sesma. Goal kick Arapahoe.
Coming down to about 26 minutes left in the half. Arapahoe up 2-1.
Busing here. I believe she's only faced 1 shot on goal this half, and it ended up being a goal for the Wolves.
She's actually faced 3 goals. Yes, 1 shot on goal and
3
2
shots.
other shots.
Yep.
That may have missed wide.
Arapahoe going the other way. Have the numbers. Sent towards the middle.
Looking for
Shot
a little
here
insurance.
and
In!
Goal Arapahoe.
Abby Harrison.
17, Megan Sweet.
Correction, Megan Sweet from downtown. That'll extend Arapahoe's lead 3-1 over Grandview. Obviously, both sides of this broadcast are a little biased. Jake for Grandview, obviously.
Correction, number 11, Abby Harrison.
And I had it right. Number 11, Abby Harrison with the goal.
So a larger deficit here for the Wolves to try to make up. A 2-goal deficit for the Wolves as they have 25 minutes remaining to try to scrape together 2. Arapahoe near side. Delahaye trying to challenge.
25 minutes left.
And missed kick there. That was Sky Young. Grandview throw in, finds Delahaye. Delahaye touched out there by Carlson. So Grandview slowly inching their way upfield. Gonna be a Arapahoe throw in.
Number 20, Riley Swafford enters the match for the Warriors.
Throwing for the Warriors. Throwing for the Warriors from Wells.
Finds Yee. Reynolds. Trying to kickstart an attack off Arapahoe, going to be a Grandview throw-in. Looks like Sophia Lucero is going to come in now for Kenzie
Returning
Dodd.
to the match for the Wolves, number 4, Sophia Lucero.
So we're coming up around 23 and a half minutes left in this
Wimberly.
game. Arapahoe still maintaining possession on their half of the field.
And sent out by them, so going to be a Wolves throw-in. Sent in here. Clark's going to put one on and saved there by Busing.
Save Dale.
That'll be Grandview's Arapahoe's fifth save of the night, and Grandview's 11th shot.
Rogers, midfield. Tough defense there by Reynolds. Sent up and out for a Grandview throw-in.
Tough kick off the back of Swafford, and they will pause the clock. At 22 minutes and 32 seconds. Correction, 33 seconds.
Returning to the match for the Warriors, number 22, Carter Dominguez.
Looks like Swafford will come out, and in for the Warriors, Dominguez. And Foster Scheid currently waiting to head in on the sideline. They're trying to determine what just happened.
Ball going to be sent back to Roybler here.
She will kick it out to around midfield, headed by an Arapahoe player, and Arapahoe will take possession. So it'll be sent out of bounds for a Grandview throw-in.
Wimberly on the throw-in. Dillahay over to Hopkins. And bad touch there. Sent back, a little bit of, could have been a defensive breakdown. Yee's going to send it back to Roybal.
She'll get that to around midfield. Arapahoe will maintain possession again, trying to put something in the back of the net. Try to capitalize on what they just did. And
no foul call.
Trip there from Grandview. Trying to get a little revenge from the injuries in the first half. Arapahoe maintains possession. Let's see what they can do.
Arapahoe near side. Yee's back. Protects the ball and sent off. Arapahoe. Roybal's able to get to it. Rogers here.
Grandview with its 7th save tonight.
Kick starting an attack. Oh, almost offsides there. Clark using the footwork. Clark here using her speed. Clark! And her shot is sent wide right. Going to be a Arapahoe goal kick.
Shot by Clark. Goal kick, Arapahoe. Number 3, Foster Scheid checks into the match for the Warriors. And number 3, Zoe Casebolt returns to the match for the Wolves.
So just about 20 minutes remain in this game, as Arapahoe looks to maintain their 3-1 lead, and the Wolves look to start a little bit of a comeback.
Busing with the kick, as she will nearly knock that one out of bounds to a Grandview player.
Clark here. Turns around, Clark. Watch out. Clark waits on it. And Hopkins found herself on her heels. Back to Hopkins now. Pulls back, Hopkins in space. Shot on is saved there by Busing.
Save Duchesne.
Is that Izzy Duchesne?
Can't quite see the number.
It is. We've been getting it wrong this whole time. Izzy Duchesne at goalkeeper for Arapahoe.
Whiffed on it, Dillahay trying to put on the Jets. Dillahay has some space, has Clark on the far side, crosses, and bad touch, and Clark almost had it, but jumped on there by Duchesne. So couple of opportunities here for the Wolves as they look to crawl back with just about 19 minutes remaining. Hopkins here, sends it back to Wimberly. Wimberly jumping up in the play. Has some space, Wimberly sends across towards the middle and knocked out there by Arapahoe. Going to be a Grandview corner.
Corner kick for the Wolves.
Hopkins did a little bit of what Borgerding did in the first half. She had a in-swinging corner kick unassisted goal last year against Rocky Mountain in the second round of the Shasta playoffs. As this ball sent in, looking for a black jersey. Dillahay in front of the box, and that's a slow bouncing save there for Duchesne.
(14-15) on the shots tonight. Arapahoe up with 15. But Arapahoe with 8 saves tonight.
Sent out, going to be a Grandview throw-in, but doesn't seem like they realize it.
Thrown from Wells. Oh,
No,
looks like
refs were saying it's a Grandview throw-in. It just didn't seem like anybody on Grandview realized it.
Wells will sub out there as Carlson will take over.
They are going to say an Arapahoe throw-in. Not sure what the confusion was all about.
Dominguez will toss this one in. Oh, little hesitation there as it's a light throw in here. And back to Dominguez.
Reynolds on the defense for the Wolves. Sent back over.
About 17 minutes here left to go in the
Roybal
game.
jumping up and collision there. And nobody's in the net for the Wolves. Hansen trying to just kick it out and able to. Dillahay as everybody able to get up. Dillahay sends it back over Hopkins. Clark takes it herself. Clark. Stop and turn, nice strong kick. Might have Sesma, and Arapahoe gets to it first, and they'll just kick it out for a Grandview throw-in. Sent out there, going to be a Arapahoe throw-in this time.
Beautiful night here at Legacy Stadium. Quite the sunset here in the great state of Colorado. Well, temperatures dropping a little bit.
Getting a little chilly. Sent over, Dillahay trying to cross. Clark almost had a chance. Jumping up in the play now. Wimberly pulls back on it. Sends it across, almost hit Dillahay. And on the far side, going to be an Arapahoe throw-in. 16 minutes remain in this game.
Number 7, Juliana Brandberg.
Grandview trails by a score of 3-1.
So it looks like Brandberg will come in and toss this one. Arapahoe maintaining possession, really close to that line.
Sent back out, Wimberly. Gets a sliding tackle there. And sent up, going to be a Grandview throw-in from deep in their own half. Grandview a 2-goal deficit, but able to kickstart some momentum as Clark trying to turn on the Jets. Clark in space. Clark has an opportunity. Patience, and she's tripped up in the box. No foul given. To the dismay of the Grandview bench. Clark tripped up in the box. No call given. Ref says play on.
Definitely something there that's a little controversial, but you have to tip your caps to those referees because there's not many of them refereeing high school sports. They're doing the best that they can.
Sent up here, Arapahoe. Reynolds here. Back to Sesma. Sesma gets around a defender. Trying to cross. And trying to find Hopkins. Couldn't quite. Sent back over, and Wimberly whiffs on it.
About 14 minutes left in this game, as that'll be a Grandview throw-in.
Sliding tackle by Wimberly. She's tried it a couple times tonight, and to some success too.
Tonight's shots saved at 15, or tied at 15 apiece. Saves a little different.
Scarlett Rowe coming out now for Arapahoe.
Number 14, Carly Holmes, enters the match for
Holmes
Arapahoe.
in now for the Warriors as time dwindling. And sent out, going to be a Grandview throw-in. So a couple of great opportunities from the Wolves here in this second half that they just can't quite been able to touch on or capitalize on, as Hopkins trying to find Clark again. Clark has another opportunity. Clark, shot on it, goal! Naomi Clark cuts the lead in half, 2-1. Whistle blown.
Looks like they're offsides the call on Naomi Clark's goal.
Man, would have been a wonderful goal there, but they're going to call it a goal. So Naomi Clark does find the goal to put the Wolves back within one. Naomi Clark gets her second of the night. And so we have a match here, 12 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, and the Wolves looking to find the equalizer here.
2-3 the score going into about 12 minutes of play left.
Sesma, that one off Arapahoe, gathered Lucero, and going to be out for a Arapahoe throw-in.
Apologies about the clock stoppage on the graphic there. We are a little behind the official clock. And we're back on.
So a little confusion there on that goal. You thought it was an offsides.
The crowd's reaction really sells it.
To me, it looked completely onside. Where the ball broke or I guess came off, I guess that was Hopkins' foot. And Clark was way onsides at that point, from my point of view. Not sure what it looks like closer on the field, but goal will stand regardless. Maybe a little bit of a makeup call for the non-foul in the box. Sent up here, Hopkins tracking it down.
Arapahoe will maintain possession on Grandview's side.
There's a breakaway for Arapahoe, and offsides is the call.
Grandview with 16 shots tonight.
Overtaking Arapahoe for the first time.
After that offsides call, that will, nope, that's correct.
Sent up here, and a little bit too far, going to go out for a Grandview throw-in. Deep in their own zone, though, so Arapahoe might have something to work with. 3 subs on for the Warriors.
About 11 minutes left.
Number 8, Addie Craig. Number 18, Elisa Johnston. And number 19, Bella Lopez return to the match for the Warriors.
Arapahoe sends it in, and Roybal is going to make an easy save there. Sent up.
Arapahoe now tying Grandview in shots.
Rogers, a nice touch there, but nobody in midfield. Going to go a foul on Arapahoe as there's a Grandview player down.
Arapahoe's 8th foul tonight.
So free kick here. They're going to was going to say looking for Clark, as she usually takes those free kicks. Hansen does this time. Sent in. Clark on the bench right now. And sent back. Hansen trying to backtrack and able to send it back to Roybal.
10 minutes of play left. It all comes down to this. Grandview might tie it up. Let's see what happens.
Hopkins here. And he certainly got the momentum.
Just a little more hope there for Grandview.
10 minutes of it. Hopkins, or excuse me, that's Dillahay. A little bit too much on her pass there. Picked up there by Duchesne. Waving her back line back as she's going to get a boot on it.
Just a little reminder for those folks watching on Grandview TV. If you want to see more sports tonight, be sure to stick around and find another live stream here on Grandview TV as boys lacrosse will take on Cherry Creek coming up right after this.
Roybal. Her kick towards midfield, gathered by Arapahoe. And sent up. Interesting move from Coach Wood to bring Naomi Clark out here with about 9 minutes remaining. She's set to come back in, but you'd imagine you'd want her in as much as possible. Sent up here. Lopez, near side. Lopez is going to send it out. Going to be a Grandview throw-in.
Number 6, Scarlett Rowe enters the match for Arapahoe. And number 2, Naomi Clark returns to the match for the Wolves.
So Naomi Clark back in, sitting on 2 goals tonight. She's got 4 goals in the last 2 days. Sent up here. Hansen. Lopez is sent out off Grandview, though, so an Arapahoe throw-in. Lopez trying to cross, and nobody's over there. Gathered there by Lucero. 7.5 minutes remain. Sent up. Clark has a little bit of a break. Couldn't quite get there. No foul called as 2 girls collided. And going to be
an Arapahoe throw-in. Grandview putting on the pressure right now against the Warriors.
Hopkins. Arapahoe going the other way. And too much on it, going to be a Grandview throw-in. Grandview bench trying to help them out. Time is of the essence as we roll within about 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Rogers. Back over to Lucero on the far side. Sent up. Tap back over Lucero, trying to win the battle. Rogers, little flicker there. Sent back over, trying to find Clark. And tapped out of her reach. Hansen. Hansen, gonna take it herself. Hansen.
Tight defense from the Warriors right now.
Hansen's far from her back line in that center back position. And going to fall out for Arapahoe throw-in.
Steed will knock that one. We'll have that tight defense on Sesma and give the Warriors back the possession they need.
Casebolt. Back. Yee back to Casebolt. And just going to send it deep in to the Grandview half. Roybal will gather. Sent over to Yee. Yee has a little bit of space.
Coming up on 5 minutes. This is it.
Nice touch there. Sesma trying to track it down, and Arapahoe's just going to kick it out. So Grandview throw in here as they try to find a last-minute attack.
Roy will kick that out. Let the team regroup a little bit. That is a really close shot to the line. So that one will go out.
Arapahoe
Be
throw
in
in.
Arapahoe throw in.
Arapahoe here. Finds Yee. Rogers. Back over. Wimberly puts a boot on it, and Clark trying to track it down, but Arapahoe defense there to stop it from ever getting to her.
Arapahoe just trying to run the clock at this point.
Hansen here. 4 minutes remaining for the Wolves to try to find an equalizer. Sent in here, pulled away from Hopkins. Sent in, Arapahoe has a good look. And touched out there, going to be a corner kick for Arapahoe. Watch out here.
Let's see who's kicking this.
Lopez, it looks like.
Bella Lopez, a very good corner kicker.
3 minutes 30 left.
Let's see what she can pull off here.
Sent in and sent all the way across.
Just a little much. Arapahoe will pick it back up there and work with what they got to get a little insurance.
Towards the middle of the box, Arapahoe passes it off, and Roybal makes a save. 3 minutes remaining. Grandview trying to find something.
Grandview up 9 saves to 8. Arapahoe with 17 shots to Grandview's 16.
Delahaye trying to find Clark, and her back line, Hopkins. Bad touch on it. Clark gathers. Clark up to Rogers. Rogers, Hopkins calling for it, and tough defense there. Going to be a handball. Yep, handball just outside the box. So an excellent opportunity here with 2.5 minutes remaining.
So that clock is still ticking. Who's that handball on? Handball on. Looks like the Warriors.
Yeah, it will be on the Warriors. Not exactly sure who. Clark trying to tie her shoes.
This is going to be Arapahoe's 9th foul and a free kick for Grandview.
Could be the last look of the game for the Wolves. This has got to go in for Grandview. Not sure if it's going to be Hopkins or Clark taking it.
2 minutes left.
For the equalizer, Clark off the wall. And that's going to go out, so a Grandview throw in here.
That might have been off another Grandview player.
Clark trying to put one on, and Duchesne makes an easy save. He's going to fall on top of it.
Arapahoe just wasting time at this point, doing their best to run the clock with 1:35 left.
Grandview, a good look there off the free kick, but off the wall. And that's going to go for a Grandview throw-in. 1.5 minutes remaining. Grandview's got to scramble to get something together.
Minute 16 to go.
Sent in. Sent back out. Going to be another Grandview throw-in, just trying to keep it out of bounds as much as possible. Clock does not stop, so Arapahoe wouldn't mind.
Less than a minute. This is it.
Sent back across.
Arapahoe will kick that one out. It'll be a Grandview throw-in.
45 seconds. Last chance opportunity for the Wolves. Hansen. Find some white jerseys.
Grandview scrambling right now.
Hansen again, 30 seconds. It's got to be it.
Under 30 to go.
Arapahoe here.
Arapahoe trying to maintain possession and run the clock. Grandview scrambling.
Going to be a foul on Arapahoe. Got to go quick. Sent back up.
Less than 10 seconds. Or now less than 10 seconds.
Last chance. Hopkins. Clark. Hopkins, but shot is blocked. And that's going to do it for the game. Tough fought battle there towards the end, but the Wolves will fall to the Arapahoe Warriors by a final score of 3-2.
Great job with both teams. Arapahoe
Well-fought
comes away
game
with
from
the
both
win.
sides, but Arapahoe
3-2.
able to capitalize on more opportunities as they out-tough the Wolves. The final score of 3-2.
And Abby Harrison, I missed the second
Well,
goal scorer.
Arapahoe wasn't on the good side of fouls tonight as they had 10, giving Grandview 10 free kicks tonight. But Arapahoe up on 18 shots, but tied with 9 saves. As that'll do it tonight, thank you for tuning in to Arapahoe Sports Network and Grandview Television. This is Max Shaver.
I'm Jake Chow.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the future. Once again, your final score, Arapahoe 3, Grandview 2. Have a good night.